Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside for him, it'll be Finney-Smith and McGee. The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. And it's Bullock in at the 3 slot. And for Boston, out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Smart in at the 1 spot.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Here's Tatum. He dishes it to Brown. Pass to Smart. Williams with the ball, and it's Williams throwing it down.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
Now here's Tatum. After Luka Doncic's miss. Tatum against Doncic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Okay, big boy. All right. You like to see Tatum asserting himself on the interior. Look, he's forcing the defense to foul. Just they're too little.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Tatum. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
And so Tatum nails them both. And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry.
And it's Doncic missing.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And the basket by Tatum.
How about the balance from Tatum? Absorbing the contact, it just doesn't matter. He takes it like a champ.
Doncic passes to Dinwiddie. Smart against Doncic. Over Smart. And Tatum pulls it down.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Pass to Brown. Shoots the 3. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And Tatum's teammates love the hustle. They appreciate him going hard on the offensive glass and really getting it done.
Dinwiddie outside. Shot to stop the run. Here's McGee, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of this game.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Hardaway's checked in for Doncic. Both free throws good from McGee. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
The Mavericks have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Hardaway finds Dinwiddie. 1:33 left to play here in the first. Hardaway for 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Clippers.
And they weren't anywhere near as sharp as they would like to be. But at the end of the day, a win's a win. And they've got to feel good about that.
And the dunk by Tatum.
See, this is what makes him complete. Tatum doesn't settle, puts the ball on the floor, uses his length to finish.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And here's Bullock from the arc. And Boston with the rebound. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
For sure, this is a team that feels like they should never be swept in a season series by anyone, but especially when it's one of the heavy hitters from the other conference.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
He throw good, Bullock.
And the Celtics with the top defense last year, they are so great at switching everything, making the most of their personnel.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Williams. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Smart. And then for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Wood subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And so Bullock nails both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
At the elbow, Horford. Kicks to Brown. That shot off, and it's Dallas the other way. Outside Hardaway. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. To shoot from 12 feet out, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. No good there. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 6. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. On the court for the Mavericks. Green is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Powell in at the 5, roaming the paint. Wood can't hit. Boston leading by 6.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Doncic, and he lays it straight in.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Here's the pass to Horford. Brogdon outside. Great D that time from Hardaway.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Outside, Green passes it to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Wood. Al Horford with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Griffin, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Celtics. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position.
And when you look at Boston, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20-10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics. Free throw good, Wood. And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Grant Williams is checked in for Horford. Tatum comes in for Blake Griffin. Jaylen Brown's checked in for White, and Smart subbed in for Pritchard.
Can you believe that Christian Wood went undrafted? Here's a guy that has the size, the shooting, the defense, everything NBA teams want.
Pulls up, high post. Again, the miss by the Celtics. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Here's Kleba. Excellent D there from Williams.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Brown. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And good that time. Dinwiddie's got his first bucket in this one.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Now Tatum, 8 points for him. Williams, a screen on Kleba. The 3 from Tatum. Good on the triple. Tatum's got 11 points.
What is he doing? You gotta get out to Tatum. He is too good of an outside shooter to be given that much airspace. What?
18, the Mavericks. 13.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And it feels good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hey there, everybody. Jason Tatum has put his stamp on this game, looking so dominant so far.
Defensively, man, no one knows what to do with this guy. Do you double him? Do you triple team him? How far do you go? Like, Shaq used to have that problem, Ernie.
Yeah, they used to quadruple team him, didn't they? Didn't they, big fella?
That's right.
Yeah. And now let's focus on a couple of guys who have been getting it done in the first half.
Two guys clearly battling for the spot, both putting on a show. You just hope it doesn't become an all-hero ball.
Yeah, it's the scoreboard that decides the real winner in the end. That's pretty profound on my part, don't you think?
Yes, it does.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Tatum and Williams up in the forward spots. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Horford in at the center position. That's the Boston Five. The Mavericks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
Here's Dinwiddie. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Dinwiddie's got 5.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
Now, here's Doncic. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Doncic kicks to Bullock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Derek White's checked in for Boston. The Mavericks also with a sub. Hardaway's checked in for Doncic. Boston leading by 4. Tatum looking around. Brown trying to free himself up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You love how Tatum commits to his shots. A foul won't stop him from getting an and one.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
A multi-talented swingman, Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
Dwight Powell's checked in for JaVale McGee. And so Tatum nails them both. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Dallas. 6-point game. And shot on the way. Hardaway, no good. The Celtics shooting 47%, pretty solid. Brown kicks to White. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. White's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Now the feed to Dinwiddie. Back to Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Smart. Boston leading by 9. Pass to White. Outside, Smart. Driving in. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Powell. And here is Hardaway. And stolen by White. Brown outside. The shot, no good. Mavericks trail by 9.
Derek White was only 6 feet in high school. No D1 schools even offered a scholarship.
Derek ended up at a D2 school, but White had a major growth spurt up to 6'4". Transfers to a D1 school. The Spurs take him late in the first. What a crazy path to the league.
Griffin's checked in for the Celtics. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Marcus Smart. Dallas also making some changes. Wood, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Green in for Dinwiddie.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Here's Green following the basket by Jaylen Brown. And the pass to Kleber. Here's Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. Kleber sets the screen for Hardaway.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, a big night for Tatum. This is a guy who's put up 60 in the game. There is a short list, very short, that I am not on, who have done that.
And so it's Dallas with him. Following the bucket by the Celtics. Hardaway. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Hardaway has got his first points of the night. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Tatum against Kleber. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. Over Kleber. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Celtics lead by 11. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Christian Wood is out there with Maxi Kleber. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now here's Williams. To the inside. Brogdon the pass to Smart. Jacks up a 3. Nice D from Doncic. Mavericks trail by 11. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Kleber. He kicks to Doncic. Kleber with a screen on Brogdon. Doncic right side. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 11. Left side, Smart. The kick out to Williams. Swiped it away. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Wood pass to Doncic. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. And as a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from three. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the three-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
Inside, Williams dishes to Brown. Six on the shot clock. A three ball. Busted. No good that time either. Mavericks trail by 9. 1:36 left in the fourth. Right wing. Kleber with it. Pass to Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie outside. Poke loose. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Pass to Brogdon. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one goes on Wood.
And defense comes at Brogdon hard, but he shoots through. Good technique helped him to get that one off.
Brogdon at the line for 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Brown. Then for the Mavericks, JaVale McGee comes in for Christian Wood. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Maxi Kleber. Brogdon hits them both. Mavericks trail by 11. McGee sets the pick for Doncic. Buries the long-range jumper.
And when Luka finds an opening on the perimeter, he does not hesitate. Great focus on that triple.
Now here's Smart. Wants to get it to Tatum and does.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Boston.
Tonight they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Here's Doncic. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Reggie Bullock, first personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. 26 seconds left in the game. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Substitution on the court.
$19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Outside Tatum. So we see Boston get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Malcolm, you're on a real roll right now. How do you think things are going?
I feel great. You know, there are going to be stretches where we don't play as good a basketball than the stretches where we're playing very good basketball. So, you know, the key is to have long stretches of good basketball, and that's what we're doing right now.
It's the best you've played all season, man. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.